Hello everybody, my name is Yusuf and today I'm going to talk about very basics of programming. And now I'm going to start with what is a bit, byte and hexadecimal system. If you are already familiar with these concepts, you can pass this part. Okay, let's get started. First of all, what's a bit? Bit is just 0 or 1. That's it. It can be either 0 or 1. It is a number in binary system. Okay, that's all. If we talk about a byte, what is a byte? Byte is 8 bits. That's all. Okay, and if we talk about what is a hexadecimal number, it is a number in base 16. That's it. A number which could be 0, 1 to the 15. Okay, 15 will be denoted by F, and then 14 will be E, and then D, and then C, B, A. A will be 10 in here. Okay, this is hexadecimal system, and that's all for the first part. And secondly, we should talk about what is a memory. Okay, let's talk about little bit memory. What's the memory? What's the RAM? RAM is just a consecutive blocks of data. Okay, for example, let's talk about a realistic example. We have a 32 oh sorry let's say we have a 32 bits computer architecture and which have 1 gigabyte of RAM. Okay, this 1 gigabyte is equal to the 30 byte, and then which 1 byte equals to 3, and then totally 2 to 33 bits in our memory. Okay, let's just make it a little better. Here we have our addresses which start from 0 to 2 to 33 minus 1, and then we have our data which is just 1 bit. Okay, this seems like very long list. Okay, instead of that, computer scientists make use of hexadecimal numbers. Okay, 0x will denote that there will be a hexadecimal number in here. For example, in this address we are going to have a 32 bits data, not just 0 or 1, 32 of them. That's why we have a 32 bits architecture. Our memory blocks consist of 32 bits. Okay, and we will have and we are going to numerate our data byte by byte. Okay, byte 0 is 0, byte 1 is 1, and such kind of thing. Okay, and here we have 32 bits, which means 4 bytes, and then we have 4 in here, and then 8 in here, and then C in here, and then 10 in here, so on and so forth. Okay, and in these blocks we have 32 bits, not just 1 bit. That's why we have 32-bit architecture. Okay, that's the main appearance of a memory, main appearance of a RAM. Okay, it will have addresses like this, and in each address block it will have 32 bits. Okay, let's start programming. Okay, I'm going to use cpp.sh website, which is an online C++ compiler. I'm going to talk about C++, and that's all for this. What is a program? If we don't concern about object-oriented principle, program is just set of functions. For example, let's say that we have a function like this. This function is just identical with this mathematical expression. Okay, fx equals x plus 1. This is just identical what we wrote in here. It have a return type which is integer. It has an argument which is also one integer which is x in here, and it returns its value, and there is a semicolon also. Semicolon indicates that we finished our current command execution command. This semicolon is just a syntax rule. Okay, we can also write some function like f2 x comma y equals x times y. Okay, we can write this identical function in here also, x and y, and then return x times y. Again, these two functions are just identical, but in a programming language you can do much more than these expressions. You can do many things, but I'm not going to show these. So if we run this program, what's going to happen? We run it undefined reference to main. This program doesn't have a main function. It says main function is a function which is an entry point for any program. Every program needs a main function. Okay, this is our main function. Just like other functions syntax, it has this syntax. It doesn't have an argument, it just empty. It has braces and then curly braces and then a return value which is 0 integer in here. Okay, if we run this program, it's a normal program termination, return 0, and then everything is normal. If we return anything different than 0, what's going to happen? Exit code 1. Okay, this is not a normal execution finish. If we return 0, this means okay, everything finished normal, we are okay. It's saying this. As I said, it looks for main function and then goes through main function line by line from upper to the bottom, up to the bottom. Okay, to show this I'm going to use this just for demonstration purposes. You don't need this program. Okay, we are now in main. Our program search for the main in codes and then find it and then starts to run it from top to bottom. Let's go one step over and it comes to return and it ends. Okay, we defined our f and f2, but we didn't use it, so it just doesn't run it. You can use these functions in main in anywhere, but because we don't use it, we didn't run this program. But we can also run this program in here. Okay, f1, let's call f1 and f2 in here. We are putting again semicolons in here because we need them. This means we are giving this command. We are calling a function with the value 1, we are calling f2 with value 1 and 2. Okay, if we run this, what's going to happen? Let's go one step and we are in f1. Okay, we are in f1, we are getting through f, and then x has the value 1 in here. Okay, value 1 in here, and then one step further, let's go. What is happening? F returned value 2. As you can see, we just return our function with the value 2. Okay, and then we go through f2 and then x equals 1 and y equals 2, and then go one step and then we return f2 with the value 2, x times y equals 2, and then just return from the function. Okay, that's all. We are starting from our main function and we are going through it line by line. Okay,